why I'm so obsessed with shoulder rest. For the people that missed my stories on Instagram, after a lot of pain on my neck here, I discovered to have a double S scoliosis back in April. I did a scan and my back didn't look very straight. It looks scary if you watch it, but I spoke with so many physiotherapists, doctors and specialists, and they said it's actually very common. Doesn't mean that we don't have to think about it. I started to really improve my position, find out a lot of different solutions, playing in a more sustainable way for my body. And that's why I'm so much, or even more than before, in all this on these systems. So this time I will only speak about the Dolfinos. I went to the website and studied a lot of tutorial videos, the shop items. I'm really fascinated, I have to say. That said, I'm not sponsored to do any advertisement, so it's really a genuine and honest reviews about what I saw until now. In the last video I was maybe a little bit generic about things because I didn't have really much time to dive in really all details, and I'm still far to be very experimented, but I know a little bit more, and I wanted to show you because it's worth to really go and dive into this technology. There is a lot of plastic on it, but this actually is made out of carbon. It's also written carbon, so it's not all plastic. There exists also another model made out of aluminum. I can take it off this part, this one, and I can wash it, I can replace it. I will not do now because it's a trial, so I will not destroy everything, but you can remove this and actually change the curve of these little things to really fit your own anatomy, and this is fantastic. And it exists one already straight and one already curved. You can move it around like this, and you can move it in all directions. So I don't know if you can see it in every little direction, and this is also fantastic. And once you have your position done, you can always fix it to be even more solid. You just turn it and it will be completely fixed. But this of course prevents you to change in the way if you want to be more flexible. I can change actually the height of the chin rest, not to replacing the chin rest and choosing a higher one, but actually lift it like this and then fix it like this. And then it stays. Of course you need always a little tool which is provided by Dolfinos. One is for this part, and one is for the chin rest. If you don't have it, or you forgot it, or it's a bit a mess. And that leads to my other questions with all these little parts and little screws. What happens if you lose something and maybe you are on travel or in a festival? Should we carry on always a little bags with little parts in the case we lose something, or should we bring always our old-fashioned chin and shoulder rests? But this is start to be complicated, like this one that I cannot fit in the Valin case. I know that I should think always positive, but I try to prevent also the dramas. So this would be like a question: what happens if it breaks at something, or something like this suddenly breaks? So now I have the very high setting, and it's obviously actually it's not so bad for me. I put it at top so you can really watch it how it fits my, for example, this now doesn't fit right. Okay, I can turn it. This is actually looks very good. I can change this high while just turning this I will put it very low. This is the lowest. They provide you with little extra stickers. You can put them extra here all the way long, so you're sure that if something touched the violin, it's actually not the carbon, not the aluminium, but it's something softer, like this, and it's really fixed. This would be enormous for me, of course, and then it changes also the angle, because the violin goes up like this, and I don't want to play with the violin up. Then you go down, you go down. I think my high would be something like this. I can really move it to really fit perfectly. And this you can, as we saw last time, you can move it around very easily. And this is a part of the body that doesn't hurt me. If I would go here, for example, it would be so painful for me. If I go here, it's a nightmare. So this is a very good spot for me to have the things. I can also put it in another direction like this to change a bit. And would also fit. For example, if I put it like this, I would never, but then it touched this muscle and it goes so painful for me. So this is really, really good. There are different schools about how to play with a long neck. There are people that say you should definitely hide the chin rest and not too much the shoulder rest, and there are people that say raise the violin and put a low chin rest. And are people like me that after 10 years of trials and struggles are actually try to find a balance between a slightly higher chin rest and a good shoulder rest system. What do you think about, would you go with a higher chin rest or rather with a high shoulder rest? One book that really helped me to think again about my position and my playing, it's Stage Fright by Kato Avash. I already talked a couple of times about it, and it's a genius book. She actually spoke about how we should counterbalance the weight behind. And what Dolfino does, that I discovered yesterday, it's a counterbalance system with a little cushion or something, little pillows, something like this, which is weighted. And you can just put it here and it will go just behind your back. And I don't know if it's meant to be used for concerts, if for orchestral playing or in an opera house, you would not care to have something under your jacket. But of course, if you are a soloist or chamber musician with a naked dress would be quite challenging, but I thought it actually very good to also experiment it, how it feels to have a counterbalance weight on your back. Check it out on Dolfinos website. It's really something to think about, even if you don't want to buy it, but in your practice try to have the feeling of the weight on your back. The ultimate question is, does the violin sounds better with this system? Compare this one or compare this shoulder rest. I practiced switching the shoulder rest and I couldn't find any difference. I'm very honest about it. I also play for my husband in close distance, a bit far away, and he couldn't also tell. Sounds always the same. When I was playing my French violin back in the days, it was quite something to play without shoulder rest. Also changing the chin rest would change a lot the sound. I don't know if it's this violin. For me, it's just really a matter of being comfortable and safe with my body, much more than searching for more quality or more resonance, which maybe can happen with another violin. What will happen now with the Dolfinos? I said a wish for my Christmas present or birthday present, because it's in December, to just go on the Dolfinos main house, which is not far from Zurich, and experiment all the different systems, because they have a couple of them with different materials and also different chin rests. I challenged them to see if it's possible to make a custom chin rest with wood, because I'm really actually in love with my foot chin rest. I don't know if it's possible, but I asked them. And so I would love to visit them and find out a model which suits me. I cannot say if I will buy it, but I can say that I'm really much fascinated about it, and I'm available in my mind to invest in this system. And I say invest because the price, it's not double, it's not triple of a normal shoulder rest, it's just out of price. That's we can agree on that, but if we think about all the hours spent in the technology and the material and the researches, we can imagine, and it's made in Switzerland, so here everything costs a lot of money, so we can understand that it costs so much. It's not maybe something for amateur, but it's really something for professional musicians that have a lot of problems with the back, or they want to have a feeling of no shoulder rest playing. It was my dream of playing without shoulder rest. As I told you at the beginning, it was not sponsored. I didn't have any gift of doing this video, so I will just send it back, and then we will see next. I will for now go back to the normal, my last normal setting. And yeah, we will see.